Boy, think about some of these Thursday night games we've had this season. Jacksonville and the Dolphins and the Jets, the Giants and the Eagles tonight. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter if they're good games to watch. In terms of betting them, somebody wins, somebody loses. It's a 50-50 betting proposition. I love the Giants and the Eagles game tonight. And guys, tonight it's NFL winner number 10 out of 13 to kick off this season for yours truly. And it's another top-rated 15-dime NFL release, number 6 out of 8 this season for me. And it's going to be the half-price play of the day. It's a play just as strong as my Monday night winner on Kansas City getting the winning cover at Buffalo. And again, NFL winner number 10 out of 13 to start the season. And the coupon code is HALF, H-A-L-F. Now, the other game tonight is in college football. Appalachian State hosting Arkansas State. And that is going to be your complimentary play. Quick, where does Appalachian State play? Where is the university based out of? Dwell on that for a minute. Do not Google it. I will tell you in a second because, listen, this is a learning video. You've got to come away with something more than just the free winner. I will tell you that last weekend I went 2-1 with my college complimentary plays, with the big one, of course, being Alabama over Georgia. And then I went 3-1 with my NFL free picks as well. Before I go any further, though, to your college complimentary play, let me just update you on that quirky little stat, that trend, something that I picked up about 12, 15 years ago in the NFL, a trend that hits at about an 85 to 90% clip through the first 10 weeks or so of the NFL regular season. And if you're a newcomer, simply put, if you can pick the straight up winner of the games in the NFL, you will find that through, again, the first 10 weeks or so of the regular season, they will cash in at a near 85 to 90% clip against the spread. And you're going, my God, we can win an absolute fortune. Yeah, if it was that easy just to simply sit here and go, oh, hey, I'm going to pick every straight up winner. But guys, the trend has just been phenomenal, as it always is. As I told you before the season even started, last week the straight up winners went 11-3 against the spread. Coming into this week, the straight up winners are 72, 16-3 against the spread. 72 wins, 16 losses, 3 pushes. I mean, it really is phenomenal, right? And you're going, how can something so easy, so simple, make you so much money? Because we just don't have crystal balls. That's the whole damn problem. The other thing is, last week, the underdogs had by far their best week of the season. I mean, absolutely by far. The underdogs went 9-5 against the spread. But keep in mind, and just let me just do some quick math because I should have probably done this before I did the video. So just amuse yourself here just for 1 second. But going into last week, going into last week though, the underdogs and favorites, dead even for the season. So there you go. All those people that always say, hey, but the dogs always come through. They will have their little streaks. They will have their little runs. But last week, the dogs went 9-5. The one thing that I have mentioned to you on occasion, however, though, is that you will find that often the dogs win the games outright. So if you can get a good money line price, sometimes I would say that is a secondary wager, a smaller investment. It might be wise, if you really like an underdog, to perhaps make a smaller bet on the money line if the price is significant and make a little bit extra money if you firmly believe that dog is the best bet on the board. Because I'll just give you an example. Last week, the underdogs go 9-5. 6 of those underdogs won outright. Going backwards, 5 of the 8 underdogs won outright the week prior. 4 of 6 the week before that. 5 of 6 the week before that. 6 of 8 the week before that. I mean, you're talking about week after week of seeing 60 to 80% of the underdogs that cover winning the games outright. So significant take-back money for me is I'm looking at something where I'm getting on a money line price as an underdog. If I'm getting somewhere in the 130, 135, 140, again, second smaller wager, why the hell not? Just something to consider when you're playing those puppies. Okay, your answer to that trivia question, Appalachian State is in Boone, North Carolina. And I have actually been in Boone, North Carolina. I've actually seen where Appalachian State plays. And quick, where does Appalachian State play? Okay, I'm not going to tease you on this one. Kidd Brewer Stadium. Why is it named Kidd Brewer Stadium? I have no effing idea. That's up to you. Now you can Google that one. Okay, listen, the line here is significant. It is Arkansas State, a 13-point underdog. I do expect that line to drop, however, by game time down to around 12. I like Arkansas State in this contest for a number of reasons. Appalachian State is playing its first game here since September 26th because of COVID. A couple of games being postponed. They have played one what I call step-up game this season. That was against Marshall. They were a 6-point home favorite. They lost the game outright, 17-7. So that doesn't exactly inspire a lot of confidence because the other teams they beat, Charlotte, not a good team, and Campbell. They're 2-7 against the spread their last 9 as a home favorite, which really, if you think about it, and you think about App State, prior to the past couple of years, they were just a devastating team when it came to covering spreads, especially at home. But they've been a money burner in that situation of late. Now, Arkansas State, you may have saw them last Thursday night. A barn burner game, entertaining game. You should have watched that one instead of that lousy NFL game. 59-52 win over Georgia State. They have 2 quarterbacks fueling their passing game. One is a redshirt junior by the name of Logan Bonner. The other one is a redshirt sophomore by the name of Lane Hather. Bonner in that game against Georgia State, 18 for 28, 197 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hather in that game, 21 for 28, 332 yards and 4 touchdowns. The former on the season, almost 64% completions, 938 yards, 11 touchdowns. The latter on the season, a little over 63% completions, 896 yards, 10 touchdowns. They have the 3rd best passing attack among the 76 Division I teams that are currently playing ball at the moment, averaging almost 384.2 yards a game. They had 609 total yards in that game last week, 34 first downs. Now, that's the good news. Let me tell you the bad news. They only ran for 58 yards. Their defense, absolutely pathetic. They gave up 25 first downs. They gave up 558 total yards. Their ground game, their rushing defense, they gave up 269 yards rushing, 6.6 yards per carry in that game. And Georgia State's top 2 running backs, they didn't play in that game. So after winning the game on Thursday, what happened on Friday? Blake Anderson, the Arkansas State head coach, he fired his defensive coordinator. He fired his passing game coordinator as well. Win and you lose your job because that's how bad your defense is. Now, App State does not throw the ball. App State is a ground control team. This is a team that is just going to run the ball down your throat. They average 269 yards a game. They're 5th in the nation in terms of rushing. They're going to control the clock. They're going to have success running the ball. But are they going to be able to stop that potent Arkansas State attack? Nobody else has. This is an Arkansas State team that, remember, in week number 2, after opening the season with a loss to Memphis, went into Kansas State and shocked Kansas State, the Wildcats, in Manhattan. I say you grab the points here. I think it can be, I think Appalachian State wins it somewhere in the margin to 7 to 10 points. You're getting 13. I do think the line goes to 12, but I say take the live puppy in this one and grab it with Appalachian State. That'll do it. I wish you well, guys, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Good luck, everybody.